Hey, hello everybody, it's a Centralized Day with another video, but this time this is not a video about my track record where I change my exposure, so I am not also including it in my track record playlist because this is not that video. Today it's going to be more of just a market update. I just feel I want to share with you some thoughts about market currently. And also I wanted to make especially the video from this roof for nostalgia purposes, because if you are attentive enough, you might remember this roof. You might remember I was standing on this roof making a video for you from this place exactly 1 year ago. And I titled that video, "Where are all the people who called 40K next?" Because the last year we had a situation where people got very bullish in July. They started calling 40K next. I exited the market. Then we went down. Basically exited the market. I still had the TST. That was a tremendous waste of money for me the last year, but this is not going to be a video about that. But I have also improved tremendously with my picks and my portfolio composition. But also this is not a video about that. The last year I made a video titled "Where are all the people that called 40K next?" Because immediately after we went down in August the last year, like the people disappeared. The people who called 40K next, all of a sudden they were not there. and the funny thing is, actually the best part is that today I also see, or I saw, lots of 40K colors. I saw lots of 40K colors, you know when? At the first half of August. Lots of 40K colors. But alarming thing is, but obviously those were bears, not bulls, because the last month, anybody who called for 40K next was a bear, was not a bull, because the price was way above. But the alarming thing is that I somehow, like currently these weeks, I see again like the 40K colors disappeared. But I'm gonna be still observing very closely, because that would indeed be alarming. That was a saving grace when you had them around. But the problem is that even today I checked the feed, I didn't browse to the viral. I always look at the viral influencers. So for instance on Twitter, I'm not looking at someone who has 5,000 views on that post. I'm not using that as a reference point. I'm not using that as a data to be considered. I'm looking at people with 50, 40,000 plus 100,000. I'm looking at viral posts most of all. And there have been lots of viral 40K next colors. But they are not there today. They don't seem to be. But I'm gonna be still looking. But who are there sadly today are the shills again. I see again shills. Unbelievable. Like I would think, like when you check the old index, when you check the old sentiment index, it's in fear, deep fear. But I have been warning you about this index for a long time, also on my presentations. The new index, when you check the CMC index, the sentiment index, is only in the middle. It's only 45 neutral. So that is even showing that we are not even fearful today. And that's what I agree with. And it's not good. Not good news. So yeah, I would not be increasing exposure just yet. Absolutely no. And also when you look at the how the technicals have been behaving, so finally I can tell that we are behaving by the books, because we've rejected the bull market support band, even though we closed few dailies above the upper band, but it was few dailies. So okay, it's so, but it's still more or less by the books. And then we rejected, now we are below it. Now we should maybe retest the lower band of the bull market support band, the lower border. And that's where I think the magic should happen, the magic that I saw in Q4 2022, Q3 2023. And I believe I could see the same magic happen right now. And I will tell you exactly what that magic is. what I'm looking here at, and this is also my strategy that I have been doing, this is the way I bought in November 2022, this is the way I bought in September, October 2023, and I'm looking to do it again. So I did a knife catch once we flash crashed. I did a knife catch there, I didn't buy anything there. But because what happened 2 years, every year actually, is that the price comes back down slowly and is pushing, and even pushes a little bit below, pushing a little bit below. If you remember the last year, we had also a crash in August, and then in September we came slowly back down and we pushed a little bit below that. And that was the most bearish, that's the most convincing bearish for people. That's what turns them really on, that's what really people start being positioned for lower prices. That's it, you know, that's really the thing, that's the trigger. And I think we could get it again. And that would be the best time to buy. My targets, if I do buy, I am actually still like 50% exposed, so it's not like I am only in cash. I certainly would have done better if I didn't increase exposure in July, but July was technically, it was such a perfect fake pump that well done, you know, I have to say that well done market, you know, like you played me well, and congratulations market, like, so you deserve some of my money, you know, for that, for the perfect execution of the fake pump in July. And also it's also probably wonderful experience for me, and opportunity to be again richer on experience, and to be better, and I can only thank my stubborn goat instinct that I actually only increased to 50% at the end of July, and I only increased in Bitcoin because Bitcoin went down the least, absolutely least, yet again, you know, to all the altcoin maxis dismay. And I'm now calling altcoin maxis in a third person because, well, I feel like I'm no longer there. I used to be altcoin maxi just like them, and I feel I have moved up from there, and finally, and I should have done that sooner, and I'm no longer altcoin maxi, not at all. The rate cuts are also coming, or the beginning of the rate cut process, I should say. And also, obviously, the reasons for the rate cuts, it's not good. But the rate cuts event might end up not being like after the rate cuts. A crypto could have actually a good times. Like when I'm looking into the future for the rest of this year, like I do believe this is also the point of this video. I do believe that somewhere around the end of the summer, and summer is ending in a few weeks time. Somewhere around the end of the summer, I think it's going to be the bottom for the rest of this year, and that's actually the weight of my call, of my game plan, of my vision that I'm going to follow. But I will end this video with more thoughts that this is already a recessionary environment, even though we are not in a recession yet today. This is already in a recessionary environment. So, like, whatever good rebounds we're gonna have in this winter, and I believe we will, and I also believe that the altcoins will be reasonably stronger this winter. They also have a good season there. So, whatever their strength is going to be, it's not nearly going to be as good as especially the altcoiners would believe and would wish. And bottom line, I actually remain skeptical that anytime soon, not even in a 6 months time, not even in a 9 months time, I'm very skeptical that we would break the all-time high of the total cryptos, which is 3 trillion. We didn't break it this year, and I'm very skeptical that we'll break it in any 6 or even 9 months time. I'm very skeptical still. But by saying that, I believe that the good re-entry into the crypto is coming soon, and I'm keeping my eyes opened.